The President will deliver the State of the Union address tonight to the nation, and he will talk about using the bully pulpit of his office, the pen, the phone, to persuade the American people to get Congress what they ought to be doing as a course of their responsibility. But because of the pervasive dysfunction in Congress, we're not able to get these kinds of things done through the typical legislative process. You know, everybody can't have their own way in Washington. There are 435 members of the House, there are 100 members of the Senate, and everybody has to give a little bit. It doesn't mean they have to compromise their values. It means they have to compromise in order to move the nation's economy forward. And the biggest problem in the American economy today is lack of growth. We need robust economic growth of 3.5% to 4% a year to put unemployed Americans back to work, and that will require an investment not in Afghanistan, not in Iraq, but right here in America. Rebuilding the roads and bridges of this country, putting people back to work, making businesses in the private sector run that much more efficiently with adequate infrastructure. Based on any objective analysis, America's infrastructure is crumbling. You know, Congress last year passed a $52 billion infrastructure bill. We just spent $89 billion rebuilding the roads and bridges of Afghanistan. We just spent $67 billion rebuilding the roads and bridges of Iraq. Those are nations of 30 million and 31 million people, respectively. For a nation of 300 million people, when any objective observer recognizes the crumbling state of our infrastructure, including the United States Chamber of Commerce having a material impact negatively on the growth of the economy, it's time for Democrats and Republicans to come together and rebuild the roads and bridges of this country. Nation building not in Iraq, not in Afghanistan, but right here in America.